Hello lovely people, this is Sakino on Sunday again. First of all, I just want to say Happy Easter to those of you who it concerns, and to those of you who are not in any way related to the Christian religion, Happy Easter. And I was really reflecting on what to talk about today. So, because we are in very strange times these days and weeks, and to say something like Happy Easter or Happy Ishtar, for some people might sound even a little bit sarcastic, but for me it isn't. So I decided to talk a little bit about what Easter means for me. And while I was thinking about it, first of all, I thought, what am I going to wear today? Because this is something that has meaning for me. And I wanted to wear something that is light and lightful. So this white dress with the little dots on it seemed very nice for today, because white always for me is a color of light and sun and hope and, I don't know, wisdom, all of these. So Easter, what is Easter for me? Easter for me is a time of new beginnings, a time where nature wakes up again. The trees start to grow their leaves. Right opposite my house, on the neighbor's house, there is a couple of doves building a nest for their offspring. And it's so cute. Usually I wouldn't even watch that, because I wouldn't take the time to sit on my balcony and observe the doves building their nest. But in these days, there is so much time available, which is not preoccupied with duties. At least I just pretend there are no duties these days, which of course is not objectively true, but I take the time. So I'm observing those two birds, and it's so beautiful to observe the male bird flying around and grasping, cracking little twigs from the trees, bringing those twigs to the nest, and the female dove is sitting on the nest, guarding the nest. I guess there are already eggs in the nest, I don't know. So new life is starting. That's Easter. And the whole non-religious approach to Easter, Ishtar, this is also representing life. New life that's going to be created. So what does that mean for me in these days, in these Corona days? I don't know yet. There is so many aspects to this. And my main answer to everything that comes up is, I don't know. And that for me also means new life. We don't know how life is going to be after this time. We don't know it. We have no idea. There are so many theories around, so many people giving their sometimes intelligent, sometimes stupid, sometimes mediocre thoughts on all the issues that are coming up right now. So my honest answer is, I have no idea what this new life will look like. And I'm also reflecting on, what does it mean for me and what does it mean for the younger generations? For me, as I'm in the third part of my life, where there is less future than there is past, it probably doesn't have so many consequences as for people who are very young. children growing up whose future is still to come. So their lives, how does it look like? And I don't know. I have no idea. So this Easter is special. My great joys are the connections that I have with my friends on the internet, WhatsApp groups that are created, little sweet messages that arrive almost every day, the acknowledgement of my friends for who I am, and my acknowledgement for them, who they are for me in my life. All these things, they matter so much for me in these days, and I could imagine that they do for you too. So this Easter for me is the beginning of something, or yeah, it's a phase of beginnings, of something unknown, something that I am allowing myself to open to. And of course there's also another aspect to it, which is probably not easy for many of us. And that's that what we are exposed to in these days is something that we cannot see. Peter Levine, I was watching Peter Levine yesterday. Peter Levine is the founder of the somatic experiencing therapy, which works with the nervous system after trauma. And he says the difference in what happens right now is we can't see it. Usually our nervous system is built to respond with fight or flight to things we can see. Somehow we can see. This is something we cannot see, and he says our nervous system is not used to that. So we might be a little, or even a lot, overwhelmed. And I always appreciate what Peter Levine teaches, and especially the simplicity of his teachings in terms of the exercises that he teaches, which are kind of helping the nervous system to come down into a more relaxed state again. And yesterday in this video he gave 3 little exercises, and I want to share them with you because they are beautiful if you are in a state of anxiety or fear, or in a state of like your body is shutting down. You don't even want to get up or just crawl under the blanket. And I did them, I used them many times before, but in these days I use them in between a lot, and for me they work. So I want to share them with you too, because they might help you too. So the first one has to do with breathing. And usually when we are in a state of fear or contraction, we are holding our breath. We're going like that. And this exercise is helping us to release a little bit of the tension in the nervous system with the out breath. And it goes like this. You take a deep breath inside your belly, and with the out breath you are making a sound like a horn of a ship. And those of you who have been studying with me, you know that exercise, and we use it sometimes. So it goes like this, and I will go with, if you can do, while you're listening to me, you can do it with me together and see how it feels like. It goes you might even feel the vibrations in your belly. more time. And just notice the sensations in your body. I can feel a tingling here in my face and a little bit of tingling in my arms and hands. And just allow that to happen, because the body is releasing some stress. The nervous system is releasing some of the tension that's stored in the body. And you can do that as many times as you want. There is no limit. You can do it 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, it's okay. And the second one I like a lot too, because now in this time of a physical separation to each other, we can still hug ourselves. And the way Peter showed it and the way I like it the most, there are many variations of this, but I like this one a lot, is with your right hand you are going under your left arm and somehow you're just hugging yourself from that side, and with the other hand you're hugging yourself around your shoulders, and you just allow yourself to feel how that feels like. And you can hold this hug for as long as you feel good with it. Again, there is no rules for this. As long as it feels good, allow yourself to hug yourself like this. You can also do it in different ways, like this, or tapping yourself a little bit on the arms. Very lightly, very, very tender. And the third one also helps to release a little bit of the stress. You do the same thing with the breathing that we did before. Breathing in, and with the out breath making a sound which is a little bit different from the woo. Breathe in. And you see my hands going out. It's kind of pushing softly your boundaries. And with this, kind of you're protecting yourself from anything that you would protect yourself from. And you can do it again. And again. I don't know how it feels for you. For me, it feels a lot of coming into my power, into a feeling of, yeah, I can stand up for myself. I can protect myself. I am strong. And it's a very soft movement. It's not a push. It's not a hard push. It's a very soft but strong, feeling the strength in your arms and hands. And those are, for me at this time, very, very helpful little exercises, which I do in between when I feel like. And I, for myself, can say that when I do them, I can feel coming back into my strength, into my physical presence. And I do them standing now, but you can also do them while you are sitting on the couch or on a chair. You can even do them when you are in bed. Even though I think for me it works better when I'm up and upright. But whatever feels good for you, I mean, this is the guideline. And coming back to the Easter theme, what connects this with the Easter theme for me is coming back into our own life energy, allowing ourselves to be alive and feeling it in our physical body, the aliveness coming back. Because, as I said before, with this situation of the corona, we are kind of exposed to something that we cannot control. And with these exercises, we are getting back into control of our own life force. The breathing, the sound, the movement of the hands. And there are many more exercises out there in the field right now. And whatever works for you, what makes you feel more alive, more coming back into your aliveness is good. And keep connecting. You see in the back those paintings, and for me those paintings are all gifts from very, very dear friends, and all of those pieces of art were given to me, and most of them even made by friends for me. And whenever I am looking at them, I feel connected. And I hope that you find ways of connection, of connecting to yourself, with these little exercises, connecting back with yourself, and also with friends, and if you have, and if it feels good, with family too. But not for everybody family is the safe place to connect to. For me it isn't. So for me it's my friends. So find your ways of connecting to yourself and to your friends, and with that connecting back with life. So I wish you again happy Easter, coming back to life, looking into the future with confidence, and I hope I see you back next Sunday in my next video.